Shining bright, going hard, living big, like a star. Hey, you're tuned in to Queen TV. Greetings and welcome back to Queen TV. Hey y'all. Guys, I'm so sorry I did not post a video last week or another video last week, but I'm here. So I was gonna do a vlog for you guys, and I still may upload that sometimes this week when I get a chance to edit, but I have been resting, you guys. I've been off for a few days, and I've just been sleeping and cleaning up and rearranging some things just before the new year hits.
Don't you love me? I'm talking about the ugly me.
So today I wanted to talk about Jesus and his obedience, and Abraham and his faith and his obedience, and Isaac and his faith and his obedience as it relates to us, children of God, and our faith and our obedience and how much it matters. I've been doing a devotion just about Jesus is for everyone, in which he is. Jesus is for everyone. The other day it was talking about how Jesus is the reason for the season, and giving the reasons in the background to why Jesus is the reason for this season. And it's basically because of us. He had to be born, he had to die, he had to get up for us so that we can be reconnected to the Father. If he did not give us that free gift, I don't know where we would be. We wouldn't be living to live again. So that's the reason we keep Christ in Christmas. That's the reason Jesus is the reason for this season, because he had to be born. So it's not just a celebration for gifts and presents and all of that, but it's a celebration for the gift that we receive and that we needed. So that's why we celebrate Jesus. But I wanted to talk about how Abraham's story relates to that. How God told Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac, and Abraham obeyed. He did not question God, but he relied on the promises of God. He relied on what he knew God could do. The part that got me in this story was when his son asked him where's the lamb that we are about to sacrifice? And Abraham said, God will provide that. And it don't say anything else about what Isaac said or anything like that. And then when it was time for him to be sacrificed, Abraham tied him up and he put him on the altar. And as he was about to, and I'm just imagining this part, I tried to really get into this story. As he was about to, an angel of the Lord called out from heaven and said, do not touch the boy. It didn't say anything about Isaac moving, or Isaac being afraid, or Isaac being disobedient and trying to wiggle out or get away, and again, I'm trying to put myself into this story. Like, why didn't it say that he said anything? Why didn't it say that, why doesn't it say anything about that? And I feel like that is a very, very, very important part of the story. Like, I feel like, and this is my personal opinion because I didn't read this, but this is what I'm gathering from it. But I feel like he trusted his dad. Like, I feel like he trusted his dad, that he was going to have faith that, man, my dad is not about to do anything to hurt me. My dad is not about to do anything to put me in harm's way. My dad, it obviously has to be for my good. And again, I'm just trying to put myself in the story, and I never realized it until I read this devotion the other day, just how when Abraham did that, and the angel of the Lord called down from heaven and said, "Do not touch the boy." And then, of course, y'all know the story of there was a ram in the bush that he actually was able to sacrifice. But even in that, you guys, the angel called down again and said, "I swear by myself," I'm down in verse 16, and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this, and you have not withheld your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possessions of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me." You guys, when I read that, and just from, and I've heard this story a million times, just, the ram in the bush and father of faith and all of this, but when I read it this time, what stuck out was these two things. Because you have obeyed me, nations will be blessed. All your people will be blessed. Your cousins, your brother, your mama, your nieces, your nephews, they will be blessed. Because you have obeyed me, because you did not withhold from me something that I asked of you, everybody will be blessed because of your obedience. I talk about obedience so much. I talk about it so much, and how when we obey, or when somebody else is waiting on our obedience, this story tells that because Jesus got on that cross and did not say a mumbling word, and did exactly what needed to happen, we're able to be reconciled and be connected with the Father through his Son. Again, I read this a lot of times, but I guess I'm just in a different place. Like, I truly, 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 truly believe that if we're just obedient, if we just do what we're supposed to do, God has called us to do things. And if we just believe in his promises, if we just trust the fact that he did it for Abraham and David and Jacob and Isaac and all those people in the Bible, those are real people, real stories. This walk is not for fun. This is not a play like we're playing with our lives. This is real. Sometimes I think we get it twisted that when God is asking something of us and we feel like we're not capable of it, or we're too afraid, it don't make sense, it's too challenging, it's uncomfortable. But that's the thing, like, it's not about us. It's not about us. That's what this faith walk is about. Having enough faith in God to believe and to trust that he will do what he says he will do. If he's asking you to do something, because you have him living on the inside of you, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So if I can do all things, whatever he asks of me, I'm able to do it. Period. But sometimes, a lot of times, most times, because we try to do it in our own strength, because we rely on our own self, because we don't seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, but we seek first, okay, what can I do? How can I, what? No, that's not what it's about. If God says it, he will do it. If God asks of you, he will get you through it. But I think we only believe that That's Abraham faith. I can't have this. I don't have that type of faith. I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to continue or to act in obedience where I can bless nations under me, my family under me, my nieces, my brothers, my cousins, my aunts, my mom, my dad, um, my sister friends, where they can see me operate in faith and in obedience and be blessed because I'm doing it. Don't think anything that God has asked of you, anything that God has challenged you to do, that is too hard, that you can't do it. Just believe, have faith, and faith you must do. Faith without works is dead. Sometimes God will ask something of us to see if we trust in Him enough, to see if we will do it, to see if we will operate in obedience. And when we get there, we probably don't even actually have to go through with it. He probably has something waiting for us once we get there. But He wants to know if we have enough faith and obedience to actually go through with it. He wants to see where our heart is. If we fear Him enough to do what He asks of us, to trust Him enough. Y'all, I could go on and on and on. Today, whenever you're watching this, understand that you gotta have faith in God enough to obey every command He asks of you. Everything that He asks of you, you have to do it. And when you do it, nations, families, communities, and a world will be blessed because of it. That's all I have, you guys. I was just really touched by this story. It just seems so weird that that I'm just so excited about this story when I've heard it so many times. But I guess I was listening this time with a different ear. But thank y'all for listening anyway. Operate in faith and obedience. Just not for now, but for the rest of your life. You will not only be blessed by it, but so many others will be blessed by it. So I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will post a vlog soon. Hope y'all like the new setup. Well, not the new setup, the new fresh coat of paint. But as always, I love you. Christ most definitely love you. So kingdom women and men, and fearlessly embrace your nobility. See ya.